Go.
Say you love me, lie to me, sweet. Double R
Good evening,
stitched in my
everybody.
seat.
Here with
Powder
the late
footprints
evening
falling
edition
off my
of the
feet.
Monday Kickoff podcast. Sorry we're a day late. It's just really been a bit nuts with the jam-packed schedule in June with our first teams, our summer semi-pro teams, youth schedules wrapping up and already preparing for next year. So to get right into things, in the midst of all the World Cup craziness, great drama across all the groups, even in the expanded team formats, really been a fantastic tournament so far with the World Cup. On the field, we have a ton of stuff going on at Brooklyn City FC still in the thick of our seasons for both our women's first and second team and our men's first team in the League for Clubs. So I will get right into that. But first, I'm going to touch on the last few competitions we had going on the youth side. So we had two teams in the EDP Summer Classic down at the Tuckahoe Farms, Turf Farms down in South Jersey. Start with the boys team who competed quite well. They were a bit unlucky with a nasty injury to our goalkeeper in the first game of that tournament. That made things a little bit tricky for the rest of the competition, but the boys competed well. It was a good way to end the year with a strong competition and tournament. So hats off to the B11 2011 boys and Coach Mergum, who finished off the year with that tournament. On the girls' side, a great way to end the year for 2010-11 mixed girls squad for this tournament. They're playing in the U16 age group. They ended up winning the tournament, started off strong, and finished strong against the Philadelphia Union Girls Academy team in the final. I believe the score was 3-2. But a great tournament for the girls, despite missing a couple key players. Other girls stepped up, and hats off to them and Coach Madison, which was really quite a strong year considering the various leagues they were in, tournaments, showcases that they did throughout the entire soccer year. So great stuff by 2010-11 girls, and really excited to see them in the NAL next year through our partnership with Mid-Oval. So great way to end the year for them. To get into the adult side, I've got to start with our League for Clubs men's team, who got their first points and first win of the season on Saturday night versus Atlantic City FC on the tail end of the doubleheader we had at Brooklyn College. The guys just really came out, no matter how challenging the season has been so far this year. The guys put together a great performance, very strong. There was really no doubt. Scored first and finished winning 4-1 versus Atlantic City FC, a good team that's been in the league for quite a while. And so congrats, hats off to those guys, the coaching staff, Coach Jorge, Coach AJ, Ibra on the operation side, and of course Mergum, operation side, as well as playing with the team. So good stuff by them. Really excited to see what we can follow that up with. They have a quick turnaround with a match tomorrow. That's Wednesday night. Another home match at Brooklyn College versus Sousa. So be really interested to see how the guys bounce back after a win. Hopefully can turn that result into a streak and see how we can finish out the season. So good stuff by the League for Clubs. I believe we had a brace by Hugo, a goal by Duran, and a fourth goal scored by Peter, which you'll see on our social media. That was replayed by Game and Frame. Great team goal with a nice build-up to that fourth goal. So great stuff by them. On the women's side, a challenging weekend. We had the first team played a team from Nyack, which is really on a roll, undefeated this season. One of the better teams we've played, honestly, in the past couple of years. And we held our first team held our own through the first half. We're down 1-0. Seemed to have a little bit of momentum in the second half, but then gave up a goal midway through the second half. on a great individual play by the Nyack attacking mid, and finished the game losing 2-0, unfortunately. So the disappointing result, again, a very strong opponent. We definitely put in a competitive effort, but just couldn't quite get finish on one end and keep the ball out of the net on the other end. So the first team will be back in action next weekend with back-to-back games Saturday and Sunday. So more on that in our weekend preview. The second team traveled up to Connecticut for the second week in a row in the WPSL 2 division to play Vale SC, a very solid club in WPSL Northeastern Division, and a solid opponent who he tied the first time he played a few weeks ago at home in Brooklyn College. So we travel up to Connecticut, 0-0 at halftime, and eventually conceded a goal, I think about midway through the second half. Had a number of golden chances inside the box, around the 6 even, directly with the goalkeeper. Just couldn't quite finish what really could have been 2, 3, or 4 goals, to be quite honest, and fell 1-0 to Vale SC second team. So a tough result, a decent performance, but a tough result, especially when you have a long drive back on a Sunday evening. So a good effort, and they have a quick turnaround as well with the Thursday match against CPR at, I think this has been moved now to Roosevelt Island on Thursday night. So they'll be looking to bounce back with some points against a good local rival. That's our WPSL 2, our BCFC 2 second team. So that's all we really have for the weekend. We are back at it again tomorrow, Wednesday night with the men's team, Thursday night with the WPSL 2 women's team, and then back-to-back games for our women's first team Saturday and Sunday. And then the men will be traveling down to Philly to play Kensington SC on Sunday. So a ton of games still coming up. You're not going to want to miss it. Last but not least, I will mention we're going to be having a watch party. It's open. All of our club is invited, encouraged. We'd really like to see everybody there. However, it is open to the public, so we have a watch party again next Wednesday for the USA round of 32 match. 8 p.m. kickoff. The party will start at 7 p.m. at the latest. We'll have a live DJ. We'll have food, have beverages, and we'll have fields for pickup soccer, and it will be a fantastic time. So plan on being at Soccer Roof, Crown Heights, next Wednesday for the USA match. More on that again later. Until then, have a great week. Enjoy the World Cup, and we will see you for the weekend preview in a few days. Thanks. Take care.
Listen, baby. Say you love me, lie to me, sweet. Double R stitched in my seat. Powder footprints falling off my feet.